some words in the awards of the Venezuelan Association, Alumni Association. So, everyone, Ana Resucha. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can hear me, but my name is Ana Resucha. I am very proud of Venezuelan alumni in this campus. I graduated with a journalism degree back in the day, like 5 years ago. It was not a long time ago, but it felt forever. I also worked at the University of Oklahoma for some years. Last month, I quit my job and I started a new journey, so it is good to be back in this alma mater of mine. I'm usually the person that gives very sad news because I usually talk about the situation in Venezuela, but we have to be aware of what is happening. And it's very unfortunate that our country is suffering so much, our families. If you know a Venezuelan, that person has a story. And it's very unfortunate because probably that story is not the best. I came here with my other two sisters back in 2010. The situation in Venezuela was getting pretty bad, so my parents decided to take us to another country. I wanted to be a journalist, I wanted to be free, I wanted to speak and write whatever I wanted. Unfortunately, that was not the case in Venezuela. So I came here, a line of opportunities. It was very hard, it was very challenging, as many international students had challenges from all over the world. But particular to me, because I left my family there, and a lot of the students here left our families as well. When I came, it was around 50 to 60 or more Venezuelan students. Exchange, international students. Back in the day, it felt like a lot of students there. Right now, we have less than 20. Each year, less Venezuelans are coming. They cannot afford education in another country. We have to support our families back home. Our families do not have food. Our families do not have medicine. And it feels amazing to be talking about the great things of Venezuela because it's a beautiful country that opened the doors to so many people from all over Latin America and the world. My grandparents are immigrants from Italy that went to Venezuela after the war. And Venezuela opened the door to them. They were immigrants, and now I became an immigrant. So when I see my people going to other countries and they're closing the doors to them, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because Venezuelans opened the door to so many, even Americans. Venezuela was the land and is the land of oil. All the Americans wanted to go there. All the Americans wanted to explore the beautiful country of Venezuela. So let's not forget the history. Let's be brave enough and smart enough to read about the history of this country. It's a beautiful country, and I have the hope that this country will be the country it used to be. We have so many smart people that are getting educated all over the world. Not only in Oklahoma, we're a very small group of people here. We're over 3 million immigrants. It's one of the largest immigrant, they left Venezuela. So there's so many of us all over the world. So I encourage you to take a moment to meet a Venezuelan and ask them for their story and ask them how they can help. I'm not talking about money necessarily, but just how you can help with, sharing a post or, being compassionate about that person. We're going through a lot. And just thinking about my family back then, they don't have electricity, they don't have water. So I have to have, I had the opportunity to buy a ticket to fly them somewhere else because they are suffering. So my parents have to leave my house that I grew up with because they cannot live in Venezuela and they cannot afford food. And that is heartbreaking. And I go to bed saying how lucky we are. I appreciate every time I take a shower, I say how lucky I am. I have water, I have electricity, I have things that are basic, and my family cannot do it. So we always want to give back, and that is our purpose. When we have the chance, even if it's $5, $10, whatever, we always want to support someone. Many of our students cannot even afford to have clothing for all the seasons here. And tuition is getting higher, and that is the common for all the universities around the United States. So it's not a solution just to come to this university and help with Canadian University, but we can help them with some scholarship. That's why I'm here today to talk after that long introduction. And I have to say that we have a family here that has been donating for so long. And Gustavo Inciarte, rest in peace, he started this scholarship called the Venezuelan Scholarship. And Venezuelan stands for Venezuelan Alumni Association or Venezuelan Alumni Club. And each year, there are the donors that give the most to these students because they understand the challenges of our students. We also have a list of donors that you can see in your program that gave $50, $100, whatever they could. And thanks to the OU matching and private corporate matching, we were able to raise $50,000 this year for our students. We are so thankful for all the families who donated. The Rosasco family, Buddy with the man who was not able to be here, the Inciarte family, Michelle Rodriguez Pico and Gabriel Borges, Joanna Walsha, all these incredible donors that always donate for our association. So I will call the 3 winners of this scholarship this year, and I would like Monica Inciarte to please come to stage to give the certificate to our students. The first one is for our, okay, to Miguel Peña. Where's Miguel? Miguel received the scholarship of the Venocall, so when we receive all these donations, what we do is we gather them all together and give them a scholarship. So he won the Venocall scholarship. The second person is the president of Association Friends of Venezuela, Ariana Paz.
This is the 3rd year that we have been helping Ariana, and she has been an amazing person for the Association of Venezuela.
Last but not least, Antonieta Hernandez.
Of Gabriel Borges. He started the Venezuelan Association with my dad, and he was for 9 years the president of the Alumni Association, and I am so happy to give you 2. And this is the 2nd year that we are being able to help Antonieta.
Has a foundation for Venezuelan students. So it's Venocal, Venezuelan Student Association, Venezuelan Alumni Association. So if you go to the OU Foundation website and you search for the Venezuelan Alumni Association, you can make a donation any time of the year, and we will do the matching. So if you donate $50, it will be $100, and that will help a lot of students in the college and in any college, honestly. But thank you so much for being here. Your ticket, what you bought, it means so much for this association. We don't have enough students, and they put this together all for you. We just wanted to show you also the good things about Venezuela. So thank you very much for being here.